when you're in uni, it is always advisable to have a YOLO moment. YOLO moment simply means you only live once moment, like a time when you just do something just for doing sake. This was what I told myself when I decided to go on a date with a Dutch guy that I have never in my life met before. Can you imagine? And this was how it happened. Hello, my name is Jessica Okole, and I am an international student studying and living in the Netherlands. Today, I'm going to tell you a story time about when I went on a date with a Dutch guy. So, if you're interested in this kind of content, not that it will add anything to your life, but like I said, you should always have that YOLO moment, okay? Okay, all right. Now, let's get to the story time. So, we were getting close to the summer holidays because I was literally done with my exams and I aced it because your baby girl knows what to do, all right? She has been a good student. So I passed all my exams and I was just waiting for the holiday to come through so that I can go home. And I was bored because there's literally nothing to do. Once you're done with exams, everyone is just living la vida loca, nothing much to do or think about. So I decided to call my friend so that we can go to the city center together and just, live life, love life, that kind of energy. So I called her and she did not pick. I was calling her because I was bored and my other friends are busy doing one or two things. And I felt like she was the only one that we can go to the center with at that particular point. So I was calling her and she did not pick. I went to her house and she told me she just wanted to sleep. I think there was a situation with her exams. So she just wanted to sleep and think through it. And I was like, ugh. So what do I do with my life? I went to the city center alone. I mean, I can do well by myself because I'm just built like that. So I decided to go to the city center to just, live life, love life, have fun, do window shopping, eat some ice cream, just look around. So I went to the city center and behold, everyone was loved up. That's the worst part of it. Everyone was just, with their boyfriend, with their girlfriend, just, doing mushy things. And I was like, where's my boyfriend? Like, I'm not that one to think about boyfriend or relationship. I really don't like mushiness. Even on movies, I don't like it when someone is doing mushy things or kissing or doing that. I'm like, cringe. But at this moment, I was bored. An idle mind is a devil's workshop. Take it or leave it. So I was idle, so everything could get into my head at that point. So I was just sitting by the lake thinking about, what if I get a boyfriend? Like, how would that be? Oh my gosh. And these feelings were just, butterflies in my tummy, and I was just feeling myself. And I decided, you know what? I'm done with this center because everyone's just making me jealous. Like, what the fuck? Like, everyone was just, being all booed up and shit. So I just decided to go back to my room because there's nothing for me here. I mean, I enjoyed myself, but at the same time, I did not like the feeling I was having. So I went home. On my way home, guess the people waiting for me at my street? Two big cats. You know how Garfield look like? If you don't know Garfield, maybe I'll put a picture. Big and looking so bold. Like, I was trying to send them away so that, because I'm so scared of cats. I'm extremely scared. I don't like those animals. They don't like me. I don't like them. It's just what it is. And they were coming close to me. Like, I was literally trying to ward them off or just do something to make them leave, but they were not leaving. Apparently they know that I'm scared of them and they're coming towards me. So at this point I started running, and while I was running, guess what happened? One beautiful SUV, a very beautiful SUV, stopped and asked me, "Beautiful girl, what is wrong?" And I'm like, please, this is my saving grace. So I told him that what is happening, that I'm so scared of cats and this is what is happening. The cats won't leave me alone. Like, they're literally following me. So he said, okay, hop into my car. Let me drop you off. This person I'm talking about is very young, like as young as most uni students in Venlo. So I wasn't even scared of him. And Venlo is as safe as possible. But I did not enter because the Nigerian in me we are always thinking like, what is this one trying to do? Is he a ritual killer? What's going on here? Like, bruh, I'm not about to enter anybody's car that I don't know about. Even though I know that the Netherlands is safe, but still, I'm not going to take that chance. So I told him that I can't enter his car, but if he wants to help me, he should come down from his car and, escort me to some points, like till we pass the cats. So that, because I don't want to take him to my house anyway. So just to a point where I can't see the cats anymore. Did you know that he came down? Like, I couldn't believe it. Brother came down from his car. Yeah. I mean, I know I'm a babe, but kilo nshele gang. You came down from your posh SUV in this hot sun to follow somebody that you don't even know. Because of what? Anyways, I was happy because this is my saving grace. And then he asked me for my number while I told him that don't worry, you can stop here and go back to your car. And he asked me for my number. And I gave him because at that point I was in my YOLO moment. I was like, you know what? You only live once. I mean, I have nothing to lose by giving him my number. He literally came down from his car to follow me. So why not? Well, now that I think of it, that was stupid because, I mean, but anyways, I had nothing to lose. So I have no regrets. So I gave him my number and we started talking for days. He was asking me for a date and that mushy feeling I had at the center had already gone off because naturally I'm not that kind of person. I'm not a lovey-dovey, mushy kind of person. You know, that feeling had left me already. So I was not even planning on going on a date or doing those kind of, things. I don't give two shits about that. So he was asking me for days and I was refusing. I was like, no, I'm busy. I have this. I was just giving stupid excuses. And he knew it was stupid excuses because I was new to this thing. So I couldn't really give real lies, I guess. So one day I just finally accepted because again, I was in my YOLO moment. At that time, I had nothing to lose. I was done with exams. I passed my exams. We're just getting closer to the holidays. Like I literally had the time in my hands. So I was like, why not? So I accepted. So we planned the date and we planned the time and I started getting all babed up. You know, as a baby girl for life, you need to put yourself together. Don't mind me. This is my winter self. This is not how I look on a normal day. Like during the summer, I get babed up. Okay. I level up type of shit. You know, summer girl things, hot girl shit, you know. So I just babed up. My hair was on fleek. My makeup was, my gown. Oh my gosh. My shape was on point. I went out feeling myself. Even me, in my heart, I know that I'm too fine. I was too fine. Even when I look at me, I was like, is this somebody that is gonna behold this beauty? Like, how can I do this for somebody's son? Like, just babe up like this for somebody. I was just feeling myself, honestly. Even me in my mind, I knew that I was that girl. I knew I was the it girl at that point. So I came down, I entered the car, we greeted. Then he asked me, where are we going to? I mean, I had no plans because I just accepted this date for just accepting sake. Like, I had no plans for the date. I just said yes. So you make the plans. You, like, when someone has been insisting, let's go on this date, let's go on a date. I thought he already had plans in mind. So, or maybe I just don't know how these things work. Because, yeah. So, yeah. He asked me and I told him I don't know. Like, I don't know because I don't. So I said I don't have any idea at that point where we should go to. Maybe you take the wheel, you take me out, because before I take you to an expensive restaurant now and you tell me I'm too this or I'm too that. At that point, I did not care, but since I just don't know, I did not have any idea of where to go to at that point. So he said, you know what? I know, let's move. So I was like, well, thank God, at least he knows where to go. Guess where I started seeing myself? At the boundary of Germany, as in how? Why? Why are we moving towards Germany? I was doubting myself. Is this not the road to Germany? I know this is the road to Germany. If you don't know, I school in Venlo, and Venlo is close to Germany. Like, it's close to the boundary, literally. If you're in Nigeria, you know Badagry is in Nigeria, but it's very close to Benin Republic, like the next country. If you're in Badagry, you can literally walk to Cotonou. So that's how Venlo was. Venlo was close to Germany. So yeah, I saw that we were heading towards Germany, and I said, how? Why are we going to Germany? Like, is this not Germany we're going to? And he said, yes, that he's taking me to Germany, that Germany is so dope, Germany is nice, blah, blah, blah. And I said, no, brother, no. The reason I said no, he did not understand why I could not tell him. I told him, no, I'm not going to Germany. I don't want to go to Germany. Let's stay within Netherlands. The reason I said I don't want to go to Germany is I've gone to Germany before. And the situation wasn't, not even, I've gone to Germany several times, but the last time I went to Germany, the situation wasn't, it wasn't nice at all. I went to pass my boundary. Secondly, the money I took with me, Vex money. If you don't know what Vex money is the money you take in case your date is moving reckless or is moving mad, so that you can pay for yourself and get out of there. So the money I took was only for food. I already calculated that the maximum food, the maximum amount of food I'm going to eat would be what, 50 euro. Like, I cannot eat more than 50 euros. Both drinks, both food, everything will cost 50 euros. So I had 50 euros in my purse already. I did not take any other thing than that. I took my card, but if you know, you know, like once you're heading towards the end of uni, most students are broke because we've spent all our money. I mean, we know that we are going home soon, so like we feel safe spending all the money. I've spent all my money. The only money remaining in my card is my transport fare back home, not back to my dormitory, back to my parents' house. That was the only extra money I had at that time, and maybe some little things for other budget I had, but I did not want to spend. I did not want to spend that money, so I only had 50 euros for extra, like for squander, you know. Can you take cash for squander? Yeah, so I only had 50 euros for squander at that point. So I know that if we go to Germany now, number one, if you start moving reckless or moving mad, I'll have to pay for tea fare. And the last time I went to Germany, situations happened. So I don't really know how to do that because I'm not that familiar with Germany. So I don't really know how the transport fare worked. I spent up to 100 euros the last time I went for something that could have cost 2 euros, but that's a story time for another day. So I did not want that same situation, and I don't have enough money I only have enough money for food, which is 50 euros. So I said, let's stay within Venlo so that if we eat and you don't want to pay, I'll pay for myself. But I didn't tell him. That was what I had in my head. Let's turn back. So he was like, why? Germany is nice. I said, I know Germany is nice. Please, let's turn back. There are so many places we can go to in the Netherlands. At this point, he was clueless. I don't know his plans for Germany because when I said let's turn back, he did not know where to go. We're just rolling around Venlo, rolling around Venlo. I was like, do you have any place to go? He was like, I don't know. I don't have any idea. Like, my plan was for us to go to Germany. So your plan was for us to go to Germany and you were asking me where to go. You already knew I was going to say, I don't know, because I don't understand. We've made plans for Germany and you're asking me, because I told you at the beginning that you asked me where are we going to go. So that was what I said in my mind. I did not tell him, but I was like, don't you have any other idea? Because you're the one taking me on this date. He said he did not know. Do you know what next he did? He parked at a park. At a park. Not an amusement park, a car park. That was it for me. That was it for me. I was shook. But at this point, I was already zoned out of this because at first I did not. Once you don't want to do something and you just did it just for the sake of it, like the enthusiasm. Wow, that was a big word. The enthusiasm is gone. So at that point, I just did not give two shits about where we went to. At that point, the car park was fine though. It was looking dope, but still like a car park. A babe like me, after babying up, hey, after leveling up myself, I wore a nice dinner gown for you. I made my hair in the most beautiful braids ever. I had braids, but like the most beautiful style that I could ever do. You know, I make up. Hey, I make up for somebody's son. And then you decided that it is a car park we'll go to. I did not blame him at this point because even me, I did not know where to go to. At that time, Velo was not really that interesting because it was at the end of the semester. People were going home. Just like, so we did not really know where to go to. So I did not blame him for that. But a car park, as in a car park. Okay, so we parked at the car park and we started talking. At the point, I decided, let's come out. I just did not want to sit in the car. Let's just go out and take fresh air and talk. So we went out and it was the talk alone. I already knew this person can never be my boyfriend. God forbid. Do you know what he started telling me? I have so many African friends and I see the way they treat their wives and their girlfriends, and it is so bad. Like, they don't treat them well, they beat them, they cheat on them. I always advise them on how to treat their girl. Uncle, excuse me, you Dutch looking guy. What? First of all, you can't sit down there and insult the men of you can't sit down there and insult my kindred. Like, that is an insult. That is not normal. You just generalize, and that is already a no. Secondly, how is it that most of your friends are Africans? That's already a red flag. Do you have a fetish? That was what I was thinking. Like, do you have a fetish? Because you are Dutch. You are in a Dutch land. Most people here are Dutch. So how is it that you decided to select and decided that all your friends are going to be Africans, or most of your friends are going to be Africans? That is a red flag already. Don't you love your own people? What exactly is going on? Like, that is just off. It's just like being in Nigeria, living in Nigeria, where most people are Nigerians, and then all your friends are from the Netherlands. And it's not like you traveled out, like all your friends, all the Netherlands, all the Dutch people in Nigeria are your friends. You are not friends with other ones. Like, most of your friends are, like, it just did not make sense at all. And secondly, you decided that you're not just going to make friends with mostly Africans. You decided that most of your African friends are the ones that cheat on their wives, the ones that beat their wives. Make it make sense. That was how, like, you, first of all, you narrow down your friends. Most of them are Africans. Secondly, most of them are beating their wives. Most of them are cheating. Can you see that it is a you problem? If these are the people you attract, only people that beat, because I know for a fact that not all Africans are like that. I'm Nigerian. I know there are people who do that and there are people who don't. But the fact that all your African friends are doing that says a lot about you and the way you select your friends. In fact, you're a problem already. And he started saying, oh no, I wasn't this harsh, though. I wasn't this harsh, but I was asking questions. Like, he could see that I wasn't like, I was already off. The moment he said that, everything, in fact, you know, when you still had little hope, all the hope there was no more hope. Yeah, I started giving excuse that, you know, I attend Fonties. Fonties is my university, so it's an international school. So I met some people from there. I met some people from work. He graduated from Fonties. So that was the thing, like, you graduated from Fonties, you can help me do some things. You even graduated IB. I'm doing IB. So that was, like, at least we had a connection there. But the fact that he's using that as an excuse to say, that's how I have only mostly African friends, and at work, and that's not an excuse to select your friends to that. Like, you made sure most of your friends are African, and within Africans, you made sure that the only the people you decided to be friends with within the African race are the ones that treat their wives badly. Uncle, that says a lot about you. Yes, it does. So yeah, I was already not feeling it, and because at this point we're outside, and you know the Netherlands weather is switches. It was summer at that time, but it was already getting chilly, and I was wearing a dinner gown, so I wasn't properly covered. I started doing like this because I was already getting cold. So he was like, I see you're getting cold. Do you want to get inside the car? I said, yes, I want to get inside the car. Immediately we got inside the car. I said, let's go home. I want to go home. I still have some things to sort out. I had nothing to sort out, absolutely nothing. I just wanted to go home. So on our way home, you think all the things that could possibly go wrong has already gone wrong, so nothing more can happen. Do you know what he did? He said I should hide my head down, like I should do like this. I should hide, because there were some women passing. We don't know them. He knows them, because I don't know why he would say that we should do that. But I decided, I was like this. I was like, what is going on? Because I thought maybe someone wants to shoot him, or I don't know. At this point, I don't know this guy, so I don't know what is going on around his life. So I thought maybe something wants to happen. So I bent my head. I was like, what is it? Why did you say I should bend down? Brother told me that that person that just passed is his brother's wife. He doesn't want his brother's wife to see both of us together. You know, this is blah, blah, blah. God forbid, Barton. God forbid. Me, you're hiding me. Hold me. Hey! Atama fufu, a baby girl for life like me. You decided to hide me. Hey, you know, these are the people that will tell you that, you know, my mom doesn't like people from your, like, when you've dated for 5 years, then they will not tell you, my mom doesn't like people from your country, so it's not possible to date. Like, you knew from the beginning that I was Nigerian. You knew from the beginning that I look the way I look, like I'm black. So how is it now you're telling me that's my brother's wife? I don't want him to go and tell people. You're hiding me. Hi! See finish. Like, somebody decided to hide a whole me. Like me. I'm telling you, I knew at that time I was a babe. So you just imagine you babed up. You know that you were the ish. You know how beautiful. You know that you are just that girl. Somebody will not come and tell you to hide yourself. Just imagine that feeling. I was like, huh? So you made me bend down because you saw your brother's wife. At this point, I felt like he was even lying. I don't even know if his brother's wife. Maybe it was his girlfriend. I don't just know. At that point, I was just disappointed in myself for going on this date with this Dutch guy. I was disappointed in him for telling me to hide myself after all the rubbish he has said at the park. He still had the effrontery, the audacity, the guts. Girls have sinned. It was at that moment I knew that this dating scene is not for me and can never be for me. I don't know how I'm going to find my future husband, but I don't think it is true dating because anybody got time for this kind of rubbish. So I made sure that he did not follow me into my house or anything like that. So he dropped me off and wanted to kiss me. Hey, God. There is nothing Musa no go see for gates. There is nothing somebody will not see. Like, after you humiliated and embarrassed my destiny, you still want to kiss me. The same lips that you're saying of your brother wife, see, he is gonna say rubbish. He's gonna tell people. Like, you were literally hiding me a few minutes ago. And now you want to kiss me. On the first date that did not even go well. Like, you could tell that the energy was not clicking. And yet you want to kiss me like, uncle, are you moving reckless? I said, please, no, like, I don't, this is the first date, I don't want to kiss. Like, I was trying to be normal, but in my head, I was boiling hot, like smoke was coming out of my ear. So I said, you know what, bye, maybe we'll see next time. Like, the way I was talking, you know that there is no hope. It can never happen. God forbid. So I entered inside my house, blocked his number, and that was it. Like, I ended it there because I cannot shout. I blocked his number, and thank God he doesn't know my house, so I would not see him anywhere in my house because anybody got time for that rubbish. So that was what happened. That was my first time of dating a Dutch guy, and honestly, I don't feel like that is normal. I don't think that's how all Dutch guys do. Though I've heard that they are stingy, but this one was not a case of being stingy. It was just a case of being super weird. So I cannot really generalize. So I can't really tell you that this is how Dutch people behave. Okay, I'm just telling my experience of going on a date with one. So don't, just take it with a grain of salt, just, you understand. So yeah, that's it for today's story time. For more story time, please click on the comments, say it in the comment section that you enjoyed this story time. Yes, and I have a story time playlist right here, so click here and yeah, watch the rest of my story time. I'll bring more story time about my YOLO moments in the Netherlands because I was thinking about it during the lockdown, like the things I did, how fun it was, okay, to go out. But yeah, now we can't really go out and it is really depressing. So yeah, to like come your way next time, I remain your one and only Happy Jessie. Bye.